los terroristas.
Harlem Shake.
I'm out here with Topp Bottom in Atlanta. We're at Footprints nightclub and it's going down. Shout out to Miss NYC, DJ Fry, and Quadir, Sharif Films. I'm an MC slash actor slash creative individual slash academic. I'm a person. I'm a pretty well-rounded person out here and working on some music at the moment. Got an album coming out. Title has changed 5 times, so I can't say wait for this, look out for that. But I promise you this is gonna be dope, it's gonna be game changing. So my man Malik 16, he's from Harlem, dope MC. He gave me that name. While we were writing that record, Malik was like, you can't rap and call yourself Amanda Carter. I mean, first of all, I can do whatever I want. But at the time, and even now today, I like the idea of a pseudonym better, you know? It's short and catchy and something people can remember. Long story short, he was playing around. My birthday is March 30th. He was like, you should call yourself 330. And that's exactly how he said it. And the way he said it, I was like, I like that, man. I'm sure he said it as a joke, but I took it and ran with it. And I'm big on astrology, you know? I believe that if you Google the characteristics of somebody born March 30th, you'll get a very accurate description of who I am as a person. More so than something very blatant and cliche. Young gay, young dreads, young big ass glasses. It's called Leave, and it's very personal because it's about a breakup. I mean, something that everybody has experienced. And I think a lot of times when you listen to my music, you can see that I don't always have the most positive relationships. When it comes to women, I'm always talking about a breakup.
Yo, no, I'm single as shit. Everything about her phony, really don't know who she is. But she drop dead gorgeous, so I just let her live. I think she might be crazy, so she can't come to my crib. I said, hey, let's just go hang out over at your house instead. She said, nothing about her baby, nothing about her baby's dead. With post-traumatic stress syndrome from fighting in Iraq. She kissed me where my neck is. A second later, we naked. Pushed her up against the wall. She said, come on, you too aggressive. She said, I want you to pet it. I ain't get it when she said it. Till she turned around, that's when I got a much deeper perspective. Now for 5 days straight, we put in work, got it perfected. We fell off and reconnected. On the 7th day, we rested. After that, we didn't really rap. We barely even texted. Then a week went by, I texted hi, and she replied, I'm pregnant. I read it.
But that's my life. I can't really give you guys that song about a happy ending, lovely situation yet, because I'm not there yet. I haven't experienced that quite yet. I've had those pockets, but not that necessarily that beginning to end. I realized how much people identify, not necessarily with the music, but with the person behind the music. Oh shit, that's a black girl, or that's a gay girl, or I went to school with her, you know? So the more and more personal my music gets, the more people feel it. I don't know why, maybe I'm retarded, it took me a long time to realize that, but I get it now. So I'm consciously working on digging deeper and talking about things that are personal to me. Because a lot of times the stuff that's personal to you is personal to somebody else. And it's good to let people know that they're not going through something alone. But basically Leave is like, if everything I'm doing is ruining your life and you hate me and I'm this and I'm that, leave. I think it's really important to draw from your own life when you're making music. I mean, I also appreciate fantasy, you know? Like, I like when people use creativity in their work. Maybe not, I went to work today and I got fired. Like, that's very basic, that's honest, that's cool. But it's cool to explore other things. Like, I was on my spaceship today and a star hit my windshield. You know, that type of stuff is not real, it's fantasy, but it's dope. Art is escapism, I respect it, do what you do. But for the most part, my music really is very much a reflection of my real life. Fucking weirdo. what doesn't make me different, you know? Honestly, I feel like we're all different. It's just some people embrace it and others don't. You know, I like being different. I like being myself. I don't really care too much what other people have going on. I respect it as what they're doing. It's just not what I want to do, you know? But I grew up in a small town. I'm not that artist that came from a big city, you know? I grew up in a great area. I'm not the artist that came from the hood. I grew up studying classical ballet, you know? My sister and I studied ballet all throughout school. So like from 3 to 18, in the tutu, leotard tights. I can do all that. Yeah, I can do all that. Don't worry about it. Look, I don't listen to radio. I mean, one of the biggest reasons I started pursuing music was because I didn't like what I heard on the radio. Like, I wanted to make something that I wouldn't want to listen to. So I don't think I was ever that impressed by radio. Not that I never enjoyed the songs that they play, but I never appreciated the repetition. I want to hear the variety. If you like the song, you call the station and say, can you play that shit again? You know, I don't understand why the same songs. I mean, I understand it's politics and there's a much greater picture running shit, but I was never into that. If I'm listening to the radio, I'm listening to talk radio, I'm listening to NPR, National Public Radio, and stories around the world. New music is always going to be there. You know, everybody's creating music. You have greater access to what are these things called? Technology, you know, that allows you to create your own shit. So there's always going to be people being creative, and I encourage it. Because if it's dope, somebody's listening, you know? And if it's not dope, somebody's still probably listening, so everything's good. I love a lot of artists. It takes balls and time and patience to create something and put it out there for the world to judge and leave YouTube comments on it. Yeah, I love Drake. I don't know what type of drug Drake is on right now, but that boy's a beast. I love everything that he's doing, and I love how much it pisses people off. I feel like that's how you know you're doing something right. Like, people are so mad that Drake is seeing so much success. They're mad that he's singing. They're mad that he's honest and emotional. They're mad that he's light-skinned. They're mad that he's the, what do you say? The light skin keeps sweat. And dude can spit. Like, lyrically, he's crazy. And he's been writing for, yeah. I just feel like nobody's touching Drake right now. I love him. But honestly, I listen to a lot of underground artists, so Rick James, God's Gift, them dudes, A-Shot, Malik 16, and I love, before I hated female artists, I can say that honestly, I never wanted to listen to it. If it wasn't Foxy Brown or Rod Digger, I just was uninterested. Lauryn Hill, you know? But now, like, I'm listening to these up-and-coming female artists. I'm listening to underground artists that I've met at like music conventions and different showcases. Young Nick out of New York, Neat Goldie in the DMV, Fasi in Uganda, Coco Ice in Nigeria. Yo, there's a lot of talented female artists that I'm really getting into right now. Oh my gosh, they're dope. Oh, Frere de Son, that's a group out of Paris. FRERE 200. They're cold. I do freestyle, but I had to be under the influences of some substances to get really in that zone. When you have something, if you don't develop it, you lose it. And I honestly started off freestyling. That's what I would do. I was a class clown. I would be in a ballet class or in a study hall, something where you're supposed to be quiet and not freestyling. You feel me? Like I would freestyle and I would come up with shit that was funny that would make people laugh, and I guess I'm reaction based.
Shit. Oh, I want to do this. Is there anybody in the building that can beatbox? Anybody? Beatbox. Let me hear how it sounds. God bless you. All right. I'm sure you have many talents. Okay.
So that did it for me, but eventually I stopped freestyling. I mean, I used to link up with my dudes and freestyle in a party atmosphere, show off in front of girls, and battle dudes outside of nightclubs and shit when I was drunk as shit, just off the crowd reaction. Like people were like, oh, that's a chick, did you hear what she said? But I stopped for whatever reason. I really focused on making songs, and then it's like I fucking can't freestyle. My shit sounds like Cat in the Hat. Don't worry, I'm coming back. Just like anything else, it's just as difficult as you make it, you know? I mean, sexuality definitely is a part of my identity, just like any other human being, but I don't walk into a situation in the mind frame of I'm an LGBT artist, you know? And thoughts affect your actions and how you carry yourself, so I mean, maybe I should, maybe I'm just crazy not to, but I definitely focus more on being an artist. When I'm going into a meeting or into a venue, I definitely focus on being an artist. I want this person to dig my energy and my music, my message, my delivery, my impact, and then the effect that being an LGBT artist might have on consumer, a fan, you know? Because it plays a role. There's people that probably wouldn't have ever pressed play on my music, except for the fact that, oh, she's gay. Like, that's a dime. Let me see what she's talking about. So, I mean, everything works to your favor in the long run, essentially.
I forgot to say that this song goes out to everybody that turns on the radio and fucking hates what they hear, man. Yeah, you hate it. Or you don't hate it, you just wish there was more variety. Because you know that your brother or your cousin or your man or your girl or your sister spits way better. Why is her shit not spinning right now? Exactly, more variety. So that's what I'm talking about when I say sucker MCs. If there's any MCs in the building, I encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. Let's take it to the top. Yeah, I love it. It's a whole lot of you, only one of me, just me. Bunch of fucking sucker MCs, I'm sucker MC. Sucker MCs, just me. With a bunch of fucking sucker MCs. Look, they fucking with the song, they fucking with the beat, but they can't fuck with me cause they some sucker MCs. Sucker MC, sucker MCs, just me. With a bunch of fucking sucker MCs.
Shoutouts, I got shoutouts for days. Shout out to my sister Sue, because she let me borrow her car and drive 9 hours to Atlanta, which is 600 miles just one direction. So I love you, sis, and she's about to have a baby in like 4 minutes. So you're a wonderful mother and a great sister, and you're gonna be a wonderful double mother. I don't know how that works, but you know what I'm saying. I love you. Love my sister to death. It's my best friend. Big shout out to Miss NYC, of course. She's the one that coordinated this and invited me down to Atlanta for the show. Big shout out to my cousin DJ Fire. He's a Shout out to Quadir because he shot my video for Suck MC. We're out maybe 7 hours today, downtown Atlanta. Shout out to everybody, all 4 million people that participated in that video. That shit's about to be so hot. Oh man, big shout out to Topp Bottom. I love y'all because you have been supportive since day one. I don't even remember the first thing I released into the interwebs, but I know I saw it on your site. And I know you automatically follow each other on Twitter and you always keep in touch. You always update your shit and it's super professional. You set a really high standard. I love it. I respect it. I wish you all the best. I got shout outs for days though. Shout out to my team, Consumer Voice, Lou, I really appreciate you. They're helping me with this album. All my producers, One Shot Kill, keep it up. Jerome, Bo, Jakes, Mark, what's up, man? Yeah. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for everybody I've crossed paths with, good and bad, you know? I've learned and I've been really blessed. I'm in a great situation. And I hope y'all love this project. Shout out to Blue Centric Productions. Go to bluecentric.com, check out Sky's the Limit. That's our, what do they call it? A queer web series? Yeah, queer web series, DC based. It's really well shot, edited, written, so, and the actors are phenomenal. I might be in that shit too, but I'm saying outside of me, there's a very talented, incredible cast and group of production workers and everything, so definitely make sure y'all check that out. Also, Raising Wolves, a movie that we shot 100,000 years ago. Big shout out to Division Pictures and Marge and Derek and Jacoby Diamond. Everybody, Trey, Trey from The Wire and all that, everybody that helped put that together. I learned so much from y'all as far as perseverance goes and really believing in what you're doing because that's a lot. That's a lot of work. Finally got done and it's going to be available for people to watch digitally soon. I think he said December, but you know how people say December, but really it's February. My album was for the summer, and now it's November. So keep an eye out for Raising Wolves.